Hey there, signs of Aquarius. This is Kim here to deliver your next 3-day messages. We're going to see what your future holds, right? But listen, we're going to use some different decks this time. I'm feeling like I need to shake it up. They're decks I haven't used in a while, so except for these two. I always use these two. Krans Wild Unknown archetype deck and the alchemy deck. But for the 3 days, we're going to use the tarot of oppositions. Tend to get some very different messages. It's probably going to be different than the standard tarot interpretations, let's say. And I also have the double majors. This deck, it combines all of the major arcana and the court cards, but it has 2 of each. So maybe it will give us the ideas that's going to tell us either what situation or who you're dealing with. So we'll pull it with the oracle cards. Now, I'm talking too much about the process. Let's just get into it. Let's light some Palo Santo, get a blessing on this reading. It's a really thin stick. It's a very thin stick. All right, for Aquarius, we want to know what should they expect? What archetype might they either be in themselves or be dealing with? The Father. The Father is coming out in the mirror. All right. The Father and the mirror. Are there things, I'm just feeling like, are there things you're seeing in yourself that you saw in your father? Or is there something being reflected back to you regarding that archetype? Might be talking about a literal father here. It's the light and the dark side of the father archetype. So it is somebody who nurtures, fosters, and cares for, provides for, but at the same time, this is the lack of provision from this person. At the same time, it holds both of these aspects. And the mirror is just, it's the mirror. What you see being reflected back to you. It also has to do with your perception of how you see things. I knew that was going to come out. There's something I'm not feeling too great about with this archetype, I'll be honest. There's something in you, I really think this does have to do with either how you were raised or how the provider, man or woman, how the provider was in your family. There's something here that feels off, or that feels like maybe you've been put in a box by this person or by some type of programming. Can't put Aquarius in a box. Aquarius does not like being put in a box. It feels like the underworld. I feel like I really feel the energy of detaching from whatever it was. Like there's something here that you're able to see now. There's some type of dysfunction that you're able to pick up on and see. And it's all, everybody has some kind of dysfunction that they have had to grow up with or experience. But you use your wisdom from this point on, and you're healing from not so great memories. You're healing. You're protected. The Wise Soul card. You're protected too. The Chiron it's representing the wounded healer. The vinegar, has a positive side to it. Vinegar we can use to clean things, right? To adjust the pH or to adjust the circumstance or the conditions of. But also, it's used as a preservative. And the reason why is because things can't grow in it. You know, so if we're going by the guidebook, it's talking about some rather unpleasant memories here that we're healing from. And an energy where there was either lack of support or there was something here tied to, they're telling me self-image, something tied to your self-image and this archetype or this person in specific. And so you're going through massive changes right now if you're healing from that. And what's interesting is you are healing from some sort of child wound, because the eternal child is on the bottom, and it just goes in alignment with all of this. I'm thinking that the 3 days might not have anything to do, but this has everything to do with how positivity is going to come into your life. There's something about having a better, having a total self-acceptance and even the realization that something in the past was not right the way that it was, or that something did hurt you. It's the acknowledgement of that and the wisdom that you have now. So maybe this deck will tell us what this, like the characters involved, or what else this is about. You having strength. Yeah, strength, confidence. I just see a very, like, accepting yourself. Totally accepting yourself. That seems like the most ideal place to be. I would love to have my energy in that, the resonance that I'm getting for you, which is like, just totally love yourself, everything, the quirky, the everything, and then the realization that you had been put in a toxic situation, or that there were too many rules or conditions to how you looked at yourself. And now I think the mirror is telling you, oh, you're brave, you're strong, and you're confident, and you measure up more, like, than you know. It's self-love. It's beautiful. And the Tower, the King of Pentacles. It could be so we have Taurus, or we have Leo out here, and we also have the Tower. This could be like, this can be talking about a specific thing that had happened. If we're talking about inner child healing, we're talking about the wound that maybe prevented us from having confidence in ourselves, or a bad memory associated with it. I don't know, whatever it is, it's, this is representing that period of time, or what that represented for you in your life, I think. Getting back to you. Okay, now let's take a look at the energies for the next 3 days specifically. Oh, beautiful. It's really wanting to come out. Ace of Cups. It's wanting to come out to let you know that there's a beautiful opportunity here coming up. Do you see the lotus? This is the flower that represents, like, enlightenment, completion. And this is the Spirit saying, Spirit saying that there's an opportunity that you are going to be able to receive. It's a big cup of love, a big loving experience, a new path. So I think that is just an extra because it just wanted to fling out there. Looks like it's going to get a little messy here. And the Ace of Pentacles too on the bottom. So you have big portals opening up for opportunity. I feel like what they're saying too with that imagery is you're not going to have to like feel like you're grasping for anything. Something's just going to be given to you. It's like a channel of energy is being opened up with this healing process. Or channels, finances, security, love. Okay, let's see here. We'll do the 108 Oracle also. Bottom of the deck is get your information, or seek out the information that you need with the library card. Library card. I used to have a library card. Anyway, hidden documents, search, secrets, looking beneath the surface. Looking beneath the surface. 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups. All right, in this 7 of Cups, this person is seeing clearly. Honestly, look, they're seeing clearly what they were having to deal with. They're seeing that something was trying to confuse, or could be, it could be when we're dealing with our demons, you know, whatever it was that was reaching into your mind, trying to get you to escape it all, is not there. Like, you're not allowing that energy there, so you're wide awake and now very aware of all these other energies here. And the 5 of Cups in this position is person that's making the best, even knowing that maybe, you know, on this side there's the loss, right? But this person's focused on the loss. And on this one, someone's using what they have and appreciating it. And that's what they're saying, is that you've gone through heartache and disappointment, and you could be focused on that, but you're not. There's something about the Cups that didn't work out emotionally that still haunts you, though. That's why that card, I think that's why that's coming out. Let me look here with Inventor. And number 37 keeps coming out too for a lot of people for some reason, that number. Inventor is a card about being a mastermind. It's about having groundbreaking kind of technology where it is okay if you try and you don't succeed at first. It says to try again, because there's something that is going to have a lot of influence, or influential, like in a very good way, or be groundbreaking. 7 is about your options and free will and your choices. And so also with the 7 of Cups, it can be a card about choices. So that makes 7-7, that makes sense to say that they're saying also choose wisely. Choose wisely. Yeah, enjoyment, potential. The potential's there. Okay. Judgment. Upright. King of Swords. Kind of like it's in the reverse. Okay, so there is some sort of plan that with your effort, or with some sort of order or specific steps to take, they will be successful. But there has to be some sort of order for something to be born. You see, this Judgment really has like a baby being born. It's like, because it's a rebirth of something here. Maybe a rebirth of who you are. That card, King of Swords, is associated with Aquarius, your energy, right? Yeah, I think that, again, getting your information and making like a plan, certain steps, it is going to bring you success, your rainbow. Yeah, Cancer energy might be significant here too, with these 2 cards that are coming out. So The rainbow says wish granted, serendipity, blessing, patience pays off, abundance, good luck, godsend, manifesting wealth, prosperity, perfect timing. And the bedroom card says sexual fulfillment, intimacy, sensual pleasure, love affair, dream time, alone time. So I'm going to get clarification on this for you to find out a little bit more about what's up with the King of Swords. Oh, good. We have the Star. We have the Star in the best position it can really be in. And we have the Ten of Wands actually in a good place too, of somebody that's put in a lot of work and they're almost there. Like, so I feel like this is saying like you're almost there. You're at the threshold of some sort of thing that's going to bring about massive completion and maybe put you in the spotlight too with the Star here. Something that you've wanted for a very long time. It's manifesting that. And so you'll be able to lay down your burdens or lay down what you've been carrying if you're tired here, because there is something that is wrapping up or completing. So you have like a major wish granted here because it's twice, right? Some of you all might be moving. That also might be the Ten of Wands, that you're like taking something, all of it with you. And the baggage card, excess, unresolved issues. But it's about preparedness to go to the next phase. The long journey is what it's talking about. And here, this is what you should be prepared for. The chocolate. Satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself right. Aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, doing things right, elevated mood, and celebration. So the only thing that I think I need clarification on, or I'd like to get clarification on, is this King of Swords here in the middle. And Judgment. You could be waiting on some sort of big judgment or big decision to be made here also. It has something to do with the next steps or your path that you're going to take. Especially with these aces here, these opportunities opening up. The rich girl archetype. Okay, we have the privileged lady. So this is about you being like, no, look, that card I see with, especially with self-image, is the person that finally sees and accepts and loves themselves for all and knows that they deserve like the best. So this is the I'm totally worth it. I'm beautiful. Everything's like, you deserve to receive the best of the best here. Man or woman. It's about receiving and knowing that you deserve to receive the best. Wow. I have marriage. I have bouquet. And I have change. So in the change they're wanting to say is tied to this also though. Free will, options, and choices coming in that will allow you to change maybe your direction and bring in also access to more wealth resources. It may be a significant commitment or something where a person's coming in and would like you to go with them to the next phase, whatever that type of commitment looks like. It is the marriage card, but I'm thinking it can be applied to different things. But it's something about bringing in the wish like a wish granted. The bouquet is as an offer, is something being proposed to you. So. And it's generally like it means something good. It's in the upright. It's an offer that brings about change and that lets you know that you had more options or that you have more options out there. Yeah. So that's what I've got for you all. If you're looking for a private reading, the information's in the description box below. And thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius. Sending you love and light. Bye.